Hello everyone, welcome back to second video of 25th module on skills of school counselor, leadership and coordinating skills. In this video, we will discuss about various leadership contexts. The learning objectives are develop better grip over the leadership context, comprehend the school counselor leadership qualities. The recent shift in the school counseling profession has raised school counselor from a supplemental service provider to a valuable partner in the educational environment. Bowman and Dill propose four framework approach in school leadership context, such as structural, human resource, political, and symbolic leadership. Structural leadership context connotes the building of leadership in viable organizations. Human resource leadership is all about empowerment and the inspiration of the followers. Political leadership involves applying interpersonal and the organizational power. And the symbolic leadership focuses on interpretation and reinterpretation of the meaning of change. School counselors, by applying leadership context to comprehensive school counseling programs, can carry forward specific activities in the implementation of the comprehensive school counseling program. Now, let us look at the activities and the components that are included in each of these leadership skills contexts. Structural leadership. Like indicated earlier, structural leadership involves building of viable organizations. In other words, designing and implementing effective school counseling programs with the goal of maximizing the achievements of the students and the stakeholders. One of the activities involved in structural leadership is building the base for effective school counseling program. The first important component of structural leadership related to this activity is defining the objectives of the program, as without any clarity over the objective, the following steps would be difficult or will be failure. Next component would be selecting students having appropriate competencies, and the other would be sticking to professional competencies. Attaining mastery over the techniques involved in the counseling and the education is other activity that is being carried out by structural leaders. The component of this activity is about analyzing the competency of school counselor to find out the areas that need to be addressed for further professional development, as it is essential for the school counselor to continuously strive to develop one's own talent till achieving mastery. Planning and designing strategies for the development of the school counseling program is also an activity of the structural leadership. For the further improvement of the comprehensive school counseling program, the components of analyzing school counseling program assessment, results, and designing of needed strategies are applied. Final activity would be the implementation of an effective school counseling program. The component of this activity is analyzing and contemplating. After the implementation of an effective school counseling program, their results are analyzed, such as the curriculum, the grouping, and closing the gap results report. Then contemplated over the effectiveness of such programs. Next, we have human resource leadership context. This leadership context involves empowerment and inspiration of the followers. Human resource leadership believes that every student possesses potentials to achieve. These beliefs on the ability of all students are discussed and defined, along with how the students achieve with the support of parents, staff, and the community. Once they are properly defined and discussed, they are communicated through modes of publicizing vision and mission statements. Vision statement is about what standard is aimed to be attained in the future, where counseling goals and strategies are being achieved successfully. Mission statements focus on the direction and the steps involved in reaching the vision. The goals of program that explains how the mission and the vision will be achieved is also publicized. Another human resource leadership activity is to improve and provide visibility and accessibility to all those involved. This is facilitated through announcing the annual and weekly calendar, which contains detailed information on school counseling core curriculum, the individual student planning, responsive services, and collaboration with the parents, staff, and the community. Empowering others is also an important activity. School counselor is involved as a human resource leader. It is the component of providing direction and the guidance to the student to guarantee their growth of competencies such as knowledge, attitudes, and skills that foster student achievement, success, and development. Political leadership context. Political leadership is about utilizing interpersonal and the organizational power to advocate for student programs and resources as means of executing this quality. School counselor gets a grip over utilizing the power within the building and the district. It is done through providing the school principal every year with annual agreement that includes formal discussion on school and school counseling program missions and goals, and the detailed information on specific responsibility of the school counselor. Another important activity of political leadership is collaborating with important stakeholders like parents, administrators, teachers, board members. This component involves school counselor participating in the school and the district committees to present in favor of student programs and resources. Political leadership also engages in forming advisory council that includes representative members of the key stakeholders who are selected to review and provide input on the implementation of the school counseling program. They also support all the students in their achievements by collaborating with staff, parents, business, and connect all the organizations. Political leadership is an effectively applied art of persuasion and negotiation. Such skills are used on education stakeholders to gain student support, equity, and access to the rigorous education. The last one is symbolic leadership context. Symbolic leadership is applied through the process of interpreting and reinterpreting the meaning of change. This style of leadership gains attention of the followers through the activity of using symbols and metaphors. School counselors applying this style of leadership attempts to sensitize the follower or the stakeholders about the students' needs and the program outcomes by providing school profile data and the program results data. In other words, through the process, perceptions, and the outcome. To enable the followers to understand better, they frame experiences in meaningful ways. This process involves arranging program lessons, activities according to the needs of the students, thereby facilitating the student achievement. Symbolic leadership plays an important role in discovering and communicating a vision. Once the vision is identified, public statement is made about the preferred future where the goals and strategies of the school counseling are successfully achieved. Symbolic leadership maintains the relationship with the community it represents. Such a community includes students, parents, school. Through this relationship, school counselor is able to provide direct services to all students and strive to facilitate a positive school climate and the student achievement by collaborating and communicating with members of the community. Symbolic leadership presents an exemplary standard at all levels in such a way as to instill inspiration in others. School counselor project high standard of integrity, leadership, professionalism by following necessary ethical standards. School counselors with symbolic leadership quality continue to lead by providing sufficient example. These examples are provided in the form of results that are obtained through regular evaluation on the school counseling program effectiveness and identifying the areas of strengths and the areas of growth. Spillane's leadership model states that optimal leadership practices can be attained through distributing leadership among the leaders within a school and an understanding about the necessity for improvement in the leadership practice throughout the school can be brought by such distributions. It also states that as the school counseling professionals interact both during structured and unstructured situations, it results in distributed leadership. This happens even when the school counselors collaborate with the stakeholders. So in this video, we have discussed about various leadership contexts of the school counselor and the roles they play in improving the overall well-being of the students. In the next video, we will see briefly about leadership traits and the coordinating skills of the school counselor. Thank you.